Hello, everybody. It's snowing out. You probably can't see. Welcome to another episode of Ryansky sits at a piano, and he never plays it. It's true. Today we're talking about what I think is probably my biggest contribution to the Thomas community, and that's the song Number One. This is an original song that I wrote, and basically what happened was I started making Thomas covers. A lot of you probably don't know. I make an album once a month of just original material. I've been doing that since 2017. And 1 month back in like February 2021, I decided it'd be cool for a concept for an album, just do an album of Thomas covers. And then when I made this channel, I thought, oh, I could upload those Thomas covers. And then I decided that album wasn't canon to one of my albums, so I decided I'll release it under RyanskyTrains, and it'll just be associated with this channel. And after a while, people wanted more covers, so I ended up making more Thomas albums and wrote a few original songs along the way as well. Most notably, a song called Number One, which I never planned on making original songs, but I think that melody just came to me one day. You know, like ba ba dun dun da dun 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 dun, and I just thought, oh, that sounds like a Thomas song. I'm gonna make it my own Thomas song. What's also funny is the reason why Number One also sounds like a Mike O'Donnell and Junior Campbell song, because of one line, and it's right at the end of the chorus where I say, "Number one is he," which that sounds like, "No mountain is too high." It's different, but it's definitely, you could tell I pulled from there. And I didn't even realize that I stole that until after I recorded the song, and I was like, oh. And even now I listen to it, I'm like, I can't believe I wrote that, because it just sounds like it was written by Mike O'Donnell and Junior Campbell. Like, it really doesn't sound like something I wrote. And I think it's my best contribution to the fandom simply because people love it and they make their own music videos for it, and I think that's incredible. Keep doing that. I love watching those. And then after that, I decided, well, I'll write some more Thomas songs. So I wrote a song called Skarloey, because I figured he deserves his own song. I can't believe there isn't already a song dedicated to him. And I used Skarloey's theme as the motive in the song. So the song begins with, "There's an engine in the railway on Sodor," and it goes into that. For the chorus, I also use that motive again, and it goes, "There's a sun little railway, though small they get work done." So it follows his theme, which is what O'Donnell and Campbell would do in songs. Like Percy's Seaside Trip, if you haven't noticed, is Percy's theme turned into a song. Or James, a Really Splendid Engine, take a look who's coming down the track. It's their theme incorporated into the music. So I thought, if I want to make this song sound like an authentic Thomas song, I gotta put that theme in it. After that song, I made a song called Enterprising Engines, which is the most underrated Thomas song I wrote. I think it's because it's not really centered around a character. It's weird. It's based on a book, a Railway series book. I don't know why I made that. Out of all of them, that song sounds least like an O'Donnell Campbell song, more like a song I just wrote. But I don't know, I just felt like this would be a fun song. It's got that which is like a fun, jaunty Thomas song, so it works, but I think it's my least viewed. But it was a fun idea to incorporate the Railway series into the model series via a song. I thought that was a cool idea. So I do love that song. It's one of my favorites, actually. And then I went back to doing more Thomas covers because people were like, yeah, this is cool and all, but the covers, come on. Started working on another Thomas album, my third one. And I was nearing the end of all the classic series songs. So I don't know if I'm going to do all the hit era stuff. So if this is going to be my last Thomas album, I got to make at least one more original song, because I haven't made enough of those. And I got to make a song about Edward. He's like the best character. I got to make an Edward song. So I figured, seeing as we're nearing the end of these Thomas albums, it's the best time as any to make an Edward song. And like the Skarloey one, I incorporated Edward's theme into the song. So the song is actually in the key of his theme, which is C. And then it goes, you know, that's Edward's theme, but that's also the melody of the song, which is cool. That was the whole point. One day I would like to make one more Thomas album and just do 12 original songs. I think that would be a pretty fun thing to do. So maybe one day, but not anytime soon. Not this year or next year. Don't expect that anytime soon. But that is something I do want to do in some time in my life. that's all I wanted to talk about. So thanks to everyone who made their own videos using my songs, a cover or an original song. It's always fun to watch those. And thanks to anyone who just watched my songs. That means a lot. Thank you very much.
He's the useful one. He's always having fun. He likes to joke around, but always does his job. He loves to bull his coaches, yeah. Penny and Clara Skarloey Railway. All the engines on the island of Sodor don't like that diesel much at all. He says that diesels will take over soon, and they won't need steam engines at all. One day Douglas went to the scrap yard to find a steam engine that day, and he found Oliver and he saved him now. Now he works with him on his railway. Enterprising engines. Enterprising engines. Tender engines love to have their tenders now. Some even get to have two. But not all the engines have the privilege of another tender that is new. One day Duck had played a trick on one, a boastful Henry there one day. He said that he can have 6 tenders now, but they were all very dirty. Enterprising engines. Enterprising engines. All of the engines on the railway now doing their work whatever the weather. And diesel cannot say anything now. Steam engines will stay here forever.
He's at work, the useful one. Though he's old, he'll get his work done. You can rely on Edward. He's the useful one. All the engines on Sodor think he's old and past his usefulness. But you can rely on Edward. He gets the job done. There goes Edward, the useful engine. Though he's old, he gets his work done. There is Edward, the useful engine. Though he's small, he gets the job done. It's Edward, there's Edward, see Edward. There goes Edward in the rain. Though he's hurt, he'll still pull a train. Works all day and all night. Edward is the one. And when he's broken down, he won't give up now. He'll make it down the line to get the train home on time. There goes Edward, the useful engine. Though he's old, he gets his work done. There is Edward, the useful engine. Though he's small, he gets the job done. It's Edward, there's Edward, see